Edmonton, I mean, they have Seguin and Ben and those kind of players who can do a lot of stuff with the puck. So we got to be ready for sure.
There's always this notion that the first game back after a road trip is, for whatever reason, a tough one to get. Why do you think that is, and is that something you guys can exercise that demon this year?
I don't know. It's tough to answer you on that question. I mean, this is our place, and we want to come out really hot here. And I think we've been playing some really good hockey in here, so we want to keep doing that for sure. So hopefully we can look forward to a really good game tonight.
For me. Thanks.
Tonight and respond to that.
What was the message from the coaches? Was there any conversation, or is it something maybe that Milan and you discussed?
Yeah, we talked about it as a line a little bit. We talked about it with the coaches, obviously, but I think those are just it's just one of those nights where everything went the wrong way, really, and I think everyone goes through nights like that, and I think for us the most important thing is just to come out and respond tonight.
Puck management and puck maintenance important for you, keeping the puck forward instead of moving it back a bit once in a while?
Yeah, for sure. A lot of times when it's not going your way, the best play is the easy play to keep it easy, and and I think we have to make sure we do that tonight.
Tonight Dallas comes in. They're a little bit banged up. They're playing the second of the back-to-back, but this is not a game you guys can take lightly.
No, absolutely not.
Eastern Conference trip, which was generally a pretty good one for the team. What's the mood like? How are the guys feeling coming home for a couple here?
I think we're feeling good. I mean, I definitely think we felt like we could have got a few more points on that trip, but it was a good road trip overall. We played well. I think we're doing a lot of things right, and I think everyone's pretty happy with the way the season's gone so far.
After a long trip, why can that first game back home be a bit tough for some teams? Do you know, or is that just kind of an unexplained mystery?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was really a thing.
Oilers
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I don't know. I think we just got to stick to what we're doing and come out hard. We can't start slow. That's kind of been our thing lately. Starting off first few minutes a little slow and having to climb back, and that's one thing we got to cut out our game.
Maybe it's better not to know that stat then. Now, looking at the Stars, everyone's talking about their injuries. They do have some high-end power. They played last night. How do you guys approach them?
Just not worry about that stuff. They're a good team and they got a lot of skill, and we just got to focus on what we do. Get out there and play hard, do the simple things right, and let the rest of the offense and stuff like that take care of itself.
What do you want to clean up from the game against Pittsburgh? 3-1 lead against the defending Cup champs. You know they're going to push hard. They do, and then they score a pretty lucky goal to win it. How disheartening was that? What tweaks would you guys make?
Yeah, it was tough. I don't know if there's too many tweaks you make. I think we played a good game. There's a couple bad bounces that ended up going in, and there's definitely obviously a few things you can clean up, but I don't know. I think it's just keep going. Just not worry about it and go at this next game.
Thanks, Todd.
And that you know is a little bit banged up. Is that something you have to try and take advantage of?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we know they played last night in Calgary, and they're a team that's desperate right now. And I think for us, we need to come out of the gates and jump on them quick and play our game.
Coming home, I guess it's nice to come home after a long trip like that. You had a couple of days to recoup, and just you guys were playing well.
Yeah, I thought we had a good road trip. It could have been a lot better than it was. Some mental errors that cost us some games, but it was always good to get on the road and gel with some of the guys and go to dinner with some of the guys, and it's good. So we're home now, and now we just got to find a way to win at home now and make teams and keep making teams that come in here that they don't want to play us. So just got to play our game and jump on them quick tonight.
You played some of the best hockey of your career with McDavid last season. You're getting another look with him here right now. What is it about playing with him that you think is just a really good fit and that helps you?
Obviously, he's an elite player in this league, and everyone knows what he can do with the puck at full speed, and he can, just with the puck too. And Ebbs is a good line mate too. Those two obviously work good together, and for me, I'm just honestly just trying to go to the net hard, trying to get to the front of the net, create some space. When Davo has it, even if I drive the D back, then he can cut to the middle, do what he needs to do and what he's good at. So I think maybe that's why one of the success, just trying to protect pucks, be strong, be physical. Nothing's going to change from if I play with anyone else. But obviously we're having success, so it's nice. It's fun playing with him. I enjoy it, and just got to keep playing the way I'm capable of playing.
Came to camp leaner this season. Are you feeling the effects of that? Is it?
Maybe a little faster. Maybe I have a little more jump in my game. It's hard to keep up with him. Obviously, for me to stay in this league, you have to. It's changing dramatically. It's coming to be a faster league. These young kids that are coming up are so talented. So for me, I have to just move my feet at all times playing with him. I can't be flat-footed because it's noticeable for big guys like me. So just trying to keep my feet moving and just go to the net and hopefully get some puck luck.
You always talk about how you always have to be ready because he will find you. Yet even with that mentality, there are still pucks bouncing off your stick sometimes, aren't there? Because he just finds you when you don't expect it.
Exactly. Like you said, he finds you, and like I said before, he does it at full speed too, so you have to be aware of what he's doing with the puck, and you have to be an alert at all times because you go to the net and he just throws it there, and you never know. It can bounce off the guy's pad or like the other night in Pittsburgh. He just makes a heck of a play. So he sees the ice really well, and it's obviously fun playing with him. So like you said, you have to be expected and be alert at all times.
You get traded from Anaheim.
Good thing we're buddies, hey Matty? Well, skating in a pregame skate is one thing, and we're happy that he's made that step. Battling, competing, doing the things you need to do in practice before you get to the game, that's the next step for Brandon. It's the next step for Hendo. There's a few others that will continue to skate mildly on their own until they get up and running, but Cassian's probably the closest to being back, and then the other two need a little bit of work. The others are a little longer than we'd like. Lower body, what started out as day-to-day is going to be a little bit longer, obviously, and that's it. It's going to be a little bit longer, unfortunately. Yeah, Kajula had an initial injury on the penalty shot situation. I forget who we were playing in exhibition season. Rehabbed it and then re-injured it again. So he started it day-to-day, and now he's obviously a lot longer. And he's one of those players that will casually begin to skate over the next week to 10 days. And when you have those lower body injuries, it takes not only time to heal, but it takes time to get going again. You haven't skated, you haven't handled the puck, you haven't got your lungs full of air and thought when you're tired. There's a lot of work that needs to be done with a lot of those lower body guys.
So Darnell Nurse and the evolution of his game from, say, the start of last season when you first were getting to know him to where he's at right now, what strides have you seen and how much further do you think he has to go?
Well, everybody has a ceiling that we've got to keep pushing upwards, and I think Darnell's done a tremendous job in coming closer to that. But as he gets closer, we push it up a little bit higher for him. I think he's just more confident as a player right now. Some of the mistakes he was making last season, we don't see near as often. So he's comprehended situational play and been able to combat in that area. He looks like he's even got more of a physical presence on the ice, which comes with confidence. Penalty kills improved a lot. We see him contributing a little bit offensively. And I think what he's done is he's taken inventory of his game, and he knows he needed to get better in these areas, so he focused on it. And now he's bringing a little bit more into his game, that being the offense.
Can you just describe your comfort level with him being on the ice against whoever he might end up out there against?
No, we feel good about that. Both him and Grimes. Sometimes the way I look at it, if you're on the ice penalty killing, and there's only 4 of you, you should be able to be on the ice against those same players with 5 of you. And we talk about that sometimes with Anton and Letestu. They're out there penalty killing and they're doing a good job. If they get caught out against the other team's top line, that they should be comfortable in that situation. They should be able to get the job done. So Darnell and Grimes, it's no different. That he didn't do in the preseason. He's playing wing, which makes a huge difference. He's playing on the 4th line. He's specializing in face-offs and penalty kill situations more than anything. In the preseason, we approached the games a little bit different. In that case, he may be playing on the 3rd line and getting 6-7 extra minutes a night. We put him in offensive situations just to get him up and running. Now he's become a specialty team player. And, with him being waived and the situation that he's faced, he's responded really well. His lifeline was taken away from him, and all he's done is found a way to stay in the lineup every night. So we're happy for him. They did. I'm sorry? The individuals are different. We're still learning Milan a lot more than we are Leon, and how he's going to react to different feedback. He's as rugged as he is a player. He's that rugged in receiving guidance from the coaching staff. So we're not concerned about that one bit. Leon, on the other hand, there's a combination of a hug and a kick, and they went from being probably our two best players in Detroit to having a tough night in Pittsburgh, but that's going to happen. It gets magnified when you're on the ice for that many goals against, but we expect them to bounce back and have a real good game tonight. I think Pitter will determine that more than I will. I like the way he plays. I like his tenacity. I like his speed, his ability to finish checks. He drives the puck to the post, has a heavy, hard release. There's a lot of real positives for him, and I think he can be an everyday NHL player, but that's going to be up to him as we move forward. The hotel part of it has nothing to do with I've seen players stay there all year and contribute. So if I'm him, I'm happy to be in the hotel. He's had a great start. Don't take me out of it. Leave me there. I'm sorry, Matty? Yeah. Well, we'll deal with that when Matty's ready to play again. There's a lot of things that can happen with our team. Maybe we're not playing as well. Maybe we have other injuries. Maybe we're playing better and it's tougher for him to get back in. He's a real important piece to our club, and we want him back in the lineup. But circumstances will dictate when, how much, with who. No one can project what our team's going to look like when he is healthy. Yeah, well, you know what? It's an age-old question. It's been asked to many, many coaches. There is a tendency for that. We're not going to talk about it. We're not even going to acknowledge it. We're going to come and try and play our game. Obviously, we had some success playing back-to-back last week. We know that teams can dial it in and play a good road game to have success. So there's risks from both sides. But we will prepare our team like we always do. We'll expect them to come and give us an honest, or give each other, not us, give each other an honest effort. And, that's part of the growth of a team. You have that, San Jose and Pittsburgh did that 7 times in the playoffs, or 6 times, however many times they played, flying across the country and responding to play big games. So the final 4 teams have that immensely. He's grown. He feels more comfortable. We were saying it yesterday. It's almost like Connor last year. Different players, and I'm not comparing the two. But you get to a point where you give yourself permission to be in the league. You know what? I'm okay. I can do this. I can do it on a nightly basis. I can do it against anybody. And I think Matt's reached that point now. Still learning on the fly. A little bit of Darnell's situation for him right now, where maybe he's put in situations that aren't completely fair to him, as far as learning on the fly, but he's adapted fairly well, and there's nothing else we can do about it. See you tonight.